Hey, we're back again for another fun week of trading. We actually have some pretty good setups this week, so I am happy and excited to go over the possibilities of making some money this week. So if any of my content is helpful for you, please like, share, and subscribe, or more like and subscribe. I'd be okay with that. I'll take that, even if you don't share it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just get in here, make this a little bit bigger just so that we can kind of get started. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let's just go ahead and we're gonna start from AUD. I'm going to squeeze out on to the monthly. Has anybody noticed that they put more info on here? Now you can look at 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. Was that always like that? Maybe so, but I didn't think I remember seeing 3, 6, and 12. I thought it was just up to the monthly. But yeah, that's pretty cool. A new feature on TradingView. All right, so jumping into AU. Oops, totally forgot why I was there. Right. Let's go to the month. Take a peek at what the month is looking like. Okay, and the reason why we're doing the month is because we're at the start of a new month. Technically, could I have done this? No, this is the start of the new month. So, considerably that today is the 4th. But yes, anyway. Okay, so based on the monthly, and I use the monthly just to get an overview of exactly what is happening. So let's see. For right now, I don't even know if I need to go that far back. Let's just try to make this a little bit smaller here. So I'm going to actually double check back here. Based on the monthly, it looks to me as though we're still headed in a long position. Now, this is just based on what I can see from here. So let's go down to the daily and see what's going on from the daily. I've been using the daily in the 4-hour for like a shorter period of time and smaller trades just to build my account back up. So let's see. So with the strategy, and I don't know if I explained this last week, but with kind of the strategy that I'm using, I'm waiting until it gets to either resistance or oh my gosh, why am I jacking up my words today? Supply and demand. So if I see that it's got one, so I'm not going to do anything with this yet because I'm still waiting for it to get up here. And once we hit this space, this level sitting in here where wicks have been touched, and maybe it's a little bit bigger than it needs to be, I can always make it a little bit smaller. But once I see the price gets up here to this area, this level right here, then I'll be looking at it actually heading back down. Now, how far down? We'll just have to see, and it's easier if you just kind of watch it. But as of right now, it does look like it is currently, of course, in a long position, but I'm going to be waiting for it to get up to this level so that I can put myself in for a short period of time. So I'm going to be going short for a short period of time. So that probably is going to be, I'll be working off of the 4-hour and then trading off of like the 1 hour, the 30 minutes, something like that. So that's what I'm planning to do for AUD. I really wouldn't do anything too crazy for too long because I'm still waiting on some confirmation, still waiting on my EMA, still waiting to see what how this is going to look in retrospect of the RSI, and then Hakanashi as well. Looks like it is long, but I'm still wanting to see before I make any longer positions, holding them over a day and 2 days, 3 days, stuff like that, until I can see what happens when it gets to this zone. So that's for AUD. Let's switch to EU. So let's back out, jump back on our regular here. All right, so on EU, it looks to be long for now. Of course, we're going to have to wait for price to see what price is going to do in this area. This is just on the monthly. Let's go down to the daily. So yeah, kind of the same thing with EU. I'm going to be waiting to see what happens when price gets to this level. And then from there, shorting only until here to wait and see if we get to this next level in a long space. So as of right now, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything until I actually see it get up to here. Once it gets up here to this supply area, then I'll go ahead and I'll come, I'll short the market down for a little bit, and then I'll be heading up for a longer position and hold it for a longer period of time. So that is something that I'll be kind of doing. A lot of these trades for this week, I'm going to be looking at more of a scalping strategy, holding it for a shorter period of time or even just a day. So more either it's going to be a mix of like scalp and a day trade type of situation for this month coming. Okay, so let's jump over to USD JPY and see what's going on. We're going to start with the monthly real quick. Okay, so on the monthly for this one, I'm looking right now only at shorts, and that's because even though price hasn't been, price hasn't done this just yet, and this is the highest the price has gotten, that it's gotten to. So what I'm planning on doing is I am going to be shorting now, more than likely, and I'll come back down, but in this area, once it gets down to this area, we could look at seeing some type of consolidation or static. Same thing probably in this vicinity or this area, anywhere where you're seeing a bunch of wicking. Granted, this is on the monthly, so you're not going to see nearly as much, but same thing applies. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get here and we could possibly see a little bit of something right here. We could then possibly see a little bit of something right here. It just depends on kind of where price is wicked at. I'm kind of looking to see if it's going to kind of do the same thing in that same area. This is on the daily. I haven't really marked too much up, but I can do that with you guys right now. Let's just do it. So I'm going to look at some wicking or potentially some consolidation here once it gets down to this mark. Right now it is below the EMA, which is excellent. That's a confirmation that we want to see if you're going to go ahead and move forward with a position. So another good confirmation is that this is what the RSI, this is below the 50. So that's another good confluence or confirmation. So let's double check on the Hakanashi. So when you have a situation like this where it's like, okay, price is already below the EMA, price is below the 50 on the RSI, and on Hakanashi it's going red, that's a really good indicator that it's going to be short, at least until it gets into this zone right here. And then you may have to reconsider exactly which direction it's going depending upon how far up it may retrace, or if it retraces at all. So that is for UJ. Let's jump over to GBP. All right, so, hang tight. Let's start with the monthly. Jump back to our candles. All right, for the monthly, let me try to take and remove some of these so it doesn't look so super crazy. All right. Okay, based on the monthly, it looks right now like we are headed pretty long. This could be a really good position to hold for a longer period of time if that's your style of trading. Let me take this off of here. If you're scalping, definitely don't use the monthly, scale down. I wouldn't even use the daily if I was scalping, but let's see what it looks like on the daily just to give us a smaller version of what the overall picture is. So as of right now, because it had previously wicked right here, I'm gonna wait to see what it does when it gets here to this zone, and then maybe it's gonna come back down for a retest, or maybe halfway where it's kind of at right now, and then back up again in a long position. So right now GBP actually looks really good for longs. Let's see. Okay, for some reason I thought I seen, okay, so yes. And then again, with the EMA being underneath, which means the price is above the EMA, that's good. That means that it is heading longer. That's confluence that is headed along. Same thing with the RSI being over the 50. And let's double check on the Hakanashi. Perfect. So Hakanashi is green, meaning that we're looking at long positions. So long story short, I would more than likely be looking to do a longer position on GBP and then shorter positions on the other ones that we talked about today. So hopefully that was helpful. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your trading week. If you have questions or if there's things that you want me to go over in the future, please drop them in the description box below. I appreciate you. Get after it.